Okay, so I'm back, but it has taken me a while. So what happened was I couldn't figure out how come this gun wouldn't squirt, and so I went over to the mechanic and found out it had an airlock. So he took it apart. He showed me how to fix it, and anyway, thank you to Lowell at Motorworks in Greenleaf, Idaho. And so I'm back, and let's see if I can get this to work. He said to go ahead and squirt some of this into my grease can. This is different grease, but grease is grease, right? Probably not, but I'm sure people that know the difference are going to tell me otherwise. Anyway, this is a marine grease, and I did that because my son's got a boat. And that way, if he needs to grease anything, he can. So he said to pump this until it comes out. And there's hardly any resistance is the problem. So there was quite a bit of air in there, and he showed me how to take it apart. There just is no resistance, and that's the issue I was having before. And there's just airlock in here, and this tube of grease had a big pocket of air, and Lowell pushed it down. He went through, and there just is no. Ugh, this is so frustrating. So maybe I need to do this. I don't know. There just is no resistance. It just shouldn't be this hard. So I'm going to pause the video again and work on this till I can get the air coming out, and I'll let you know just exactly what transpired for me to get it working. Bummer. I was so hoping that this was going to work now. Oh my gosh, you guys, what an ordeal this has been. So, oh no, I hope that's not grease on my hat. Anyway, okay, so I came in the house where it was nice and cool because it's hot outside, and it's June 20th, 2022. And anyway, I don't know what the temperature is, but it's warm, and I'm a redhead, so I burn. Anyway, so I went inside and worked on this thing at my at my table, and so I wound up having to take the grease gun apart. See my hands? I've got gloves on. Yep, I don't typically glove up for much of anything, but I did this. This stuff is nasty, so you do want to wear gloves. You can do it, but then you're going to spend some major time cleaning it. Anyway, so I got it all taken apart. Let me see where I can sit and talk to you. So I got it all taken apart, and then I put I had a can of grease that I bought a couple days ago, because I thought at first I was just going to be packing something and shoving grease in it, and that turned out not to be the case. I had to buy this little grease gun. But anyway, so I had that can of grease, and there was so much air in this tube, like 2.5 inches of when first I started pushing it down, trying to get air out. And then it was like, okay, well, that's not working very well. It just squishes up around my fingers. So I put the clear cap, or the cap that came on the tube, one end, and then there's a pop top on the other. So I put the cap back on it, and then I just kept pounding it on the table, or, just kind of packing it, by gravity, so that it would all go to the bottom. So then what I did was I took the other grease, and it's all by the same company, and I took the other grease and I scooped it out and filled up the tube with it. And then the trick was to get the cap off one end. You had to turn it upside down without all the grease coming out. So then I delicately put the pop top back on, and it didn't seal it, but it kept it kind of in place. And so then I got the tube put back into the grease gun. Then I had to get it all screwed back together and pumped it. And now I believe it's working. It was coming out. So maybe the problem is the way I was storing it, because when I would leave, I left it with the tip up instead of the tip down. So maybe the grease was just by gravity coming out of it. I have no idea. But anyway, so it was coming out of the gun when I come outside. So we'll see now if we can get this working. Hopefully. Anyway, okay, here we go. We'll try this again. Sorry. If nothing else, I have tenacity, right? So, obviously, it took us 3 years to build the house. A lot of people would have walked away. Okay, so here we go. Let me turn this around. Okay. So here we go. Put it back in my little tripod. I'm going to make sure it doesn't interfere with the buttons on the side. Okay, so here we go. And I think we're rolling. Anyway, okay, so then I put this little piece of, you can't see it, but I'm putting a little piece of cardboard over my phone so the sun beating on it won't cause it to overheat. And I put my apron on, and since I started this video, I got too hot. I had a sweatshirt on and changed the sweatshirt into a t-shirt, and I put my hair in a ponytail because it was all over, and I put a hat on. So I look different, but that's okay. It doesn't change anything of what I'm doing, other than I'm more comfortable. Okay, so you can see it was squirting out, the blue versus the red, but it's all Mystic. The blue one is a marine grade, and this one is just a high temp multi-purpose. So anyway, we'll see. I don't know if it makes any difference. I guess we'll find out. So when I was at the mechanic, I told him I was having a hard time getting this off the Zerk. And it's Z-E-R-K, not Z-E-R-T, just a FYI. And So I was telling him, and he said, oh, you can't pull them straight off. You have to do it at an angle. So that kind of makes sense as to why it wasn't coming off. Okay, I'm on there. Oh, look at that. Yes, I am filling it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, look at that. I turned it to the side and it came off like it's supposed to. Yay! So I'm learning. Now you're learning. Okay. I don't know how much to put in here because I don't know when the last time this was done. Oh, yeah, I do. He said make sure that this doesn't protrude out farther. So I think I'm gonna, I put seven of them in, and the problem is you don't want to overfill it, otherwise it blows it out the back. So I know each pump is a hefty little amount, and so I'm gonna call that good. I put 7 pumps in. I'll talk to Riley, my son, when I talk to him. I'll tell him what I did, and hopefully I didn't overfill it. So now I got to put this cap on to keep it, the dust and stuff out of it. Oh no, I hope this cap works. They were all the same size, so probably it's tight. And you got to get it, I'm sure, just right. And maybe kind of like a shoehorn with my, oh, come on, you bugger. Shoot. Too bad it wouldn't just screw on. That would be too smart. Maybe it needs to sit in the sun for a minute. Well, let me put it up here for a minute, let it get warm. The sun beating on it should make it warm up and be moldable, pliable. Anyway, so that should help this, and as soon as I get that cap on, I will be done with this project of getting, I probably should go over to the other side and do the other one, but I don't think I'm going to do that right now because it's got the cap on it right now. I don't know. I'll think about it. I might wind up doing the other one too. But anyway, my mission today is I've got to get this trailer unloaded, and then I've got to use the tractor. I'm going to put some dirt in the trailer for my friends that live in the next little town over. They live 5 miles from here, and I'm giving them some dirt because they have some flower beds and stuff they need to fill, and it's expensive to buy store-bought dirt. Anyway, so, and we have a mound of it, so I'm gonna let them use the trailer. They've got a trailer hitch, and that's what's gonna happen. Oh, there's my Yoda. Say hi, Yoda. Can you say hi to everybody? Baby Yoda. That's our baby Yoda. Okay, well, I think I can take these gloves off so I can feel stuff. I hate gloves. They're nice when you need them. Definitely. Nice to have when you need them. Okay, so that one came off reasonably easy. I'll just toss them in my bag of tools and call it good. suppose if I was a person that had their nails done and that kind of thing, I'd probably be used to wearing gloves, but I don't do that because I tried to do it for a while and they just broke off. And then my nail beds were left icky. So, well, it's still not very warm. Maybe I'll go get some hot water and put it in hot water and get warm that way. Try it again. Come on. Please come on there. Please go on. Okay. What can I use? You sit it there. I'm going to pause the camera again and see if I can find something to use as a shoehorn. Oh, I have a shoehorn. Wonder if that will work. Okay, I'm back, and I brought some hot water, so I'm gonna put this in hot water for a few minutes and see if it can be made pliable. And then I got an old shoehorn. I don't know if you can see it. It says Tate Rockwood's Shoe Shop, Orfino, Idaho. Guaranteed shoe service. This is from my mom's days in Orfino, Idaho. That's where she grew up. Tate Packwood played music with my grandfather, and they went around to honky tonks and played music. So Tate Packwood has a strong presence in my grandfather's life. So anyway, okay. My grandpa died several years ago. He was born in 1917. So he'd be quite old now, 105. Anyway, okay. Let's see if this is warm. Ooh, that's pliable. Let's see if this works. Come on there. Oh, yay. Come on. Do it. You can do it. Oh, shoot. I think this is going to work. Maybe. Wow. Yay! That worked. And thank you, Mr. Packwood, for your shoehorn. Okay, that's on. So we're sealed, so no dirt should get in there. And yeah, okay. Debbie out. Grease, grease, grease. Could be worse, I guess. Okay. Okay, now I gotta figure out where I'm gonna keep this stuff, because we haven't started setting the garage up yet as a place to keep our tools. Right now we're just kind of moving in slowly. So right now it's staging to move stuff into the house. So okay, we're done.